Although
Wait, am I live? Yeah, I'm live. Okay, chatting time.
I don't,
Hello.
I'm just reusing my Homestuck scene, so I don't actually have a background for that right now. You know
It's
what works as a
fine.
background? So delicious.
So delicious definition. Let me grab it from my other fuck. I fucked up. I
Ugh.
tried to grab it from my other scene, forgetting that I am now live.
Oh yes, yeah. I don't like how there's no way to like pop between scenes. It's just a preview mode.
Yeah, and right now since I don't have anything open for the capture, it is capturing. Also, 4 is quiet. Oh, do I not have a audio capture for you?
Oh,
I think I should. Can you speak?
hello, hello. How's everyone doing?
I have an audio capture for Discord, but oh, oh, okay, 1 second. I need to go into here, go into here. I think Discord might be mad at me. Speak for?
Hello. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, the audio capture I have for Discord isn't going. I'm
Ooh,
just going to make a new one. I'm just going to make a new one.
fair, fair.
Um, pers- Speak for?
Hello, hello.
Okay, yeah, you were probably just too loud, but that means I fixed it.
Yay. Excellent.
Uh, Okay, don't worry, you didn't miss anything important that 4 may have said.
I said nothing.
Exactly, did not miss anything.
Nothing at
Let me.
all. That was amusing.
Yeah, I guess we weren't reacting enough
I suppose not. Or maybe we
to.
had to like put something down for it beforehand or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we're both new at this, so I'm
Yes,
only a bit embarrassed.
it's not that big of a deal. We'll deal with that one later.
Hmm.
Uh
Holy fuck.
speaking of fuck, I did feel that the one issue is that the swearing might have been a bit gratuitous.
It It's funny that of all the characters, John was the one swaying the most. Like, cussing's a Strylone thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was a bit surprised at that.
But, like, I don't mind swearing per se.
Mhm.
And it's not like John doesn't swear.
Yeah.
Just, I would have expected that more out of Rosa Dave.
Yeah, it it wasn't an issue. It just felt a bit gratuitous, but maybe that's just kind of what that studio is used to, and they're still finding their legs.
Hmm. I enjoyed it though. It felt
Yes,
like
yes.
everyone was written well.
I'm surprised that we were only in very early Act One. Like, I thought we were going to be like getting through at least Act One, but no, it was all extremely early Act One, and even then, it was still time condensed. Like as you mentioned, shortly after we went offline on the previous attempt. It kind of doesn't make sense unless you've already read the comic a bit.
Yeah, like, Four and I finished watching it together, and I just noticed, like, we never even went over what the smoke pellets are.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, those just kind of ended up in there.
Or, like, half of the stuff John just threw into his Silodex.
Yes. Um, the arm. I wasn't expecting the arm to be there and called that much attention to. I do like that it was not just like text, but like calls as well now, actually. That's a good way to keep it updated for the medium.
Yeah, the calls work really well. Um, the and like cutting out some things like, oh, John didn't take his dad's phone is like fine.
Yeah, gotta keep things moving quick enough.
The stuff that they kept was important to keep, and the stuff that they cut was important to cut, I feel. And it definitely, I don't think it will replace the show, but it will definitely enhance it in some way.
Yeah. I just hope that this one doesn't have the slurs.
Well, I mean, I don't. Well, it doesn't help because obviously all the Sasuke text was cut, but like I doubt. And even then, like we're going to lose like the game FAQs.
Yeah, we are gonna lose the game FAQs, but that's not the worst. We might see them on someone's screen or something, and someone might make a comment about your extravagantly long FAQs. But we're gonna lose some stuff like that. But I mean, that's what happens when you adapt to a medium, you know? Sometimes you'll lose some
Mhm.
things, sometimes you gain some stuff. And I feel like damn, I guess all my worry was and preemptive I guess preemptive criticism was very unfounded, because wow, no, they did that very well.
It was really, really good, and those fucking ending shots, the one of Jade.
Yeah. Like it felt less like, yeah, as I mentioned briefly when we were watching after the incident, it felt less like a proper pilot first episode as many pilots have become accustomed to these days, and more like what pilots kind of used to be, where it was like a pitch as to as what it will be or what it could should be. Like it was very frantic, fast paced, and felt like it was more trying to just show things off and like the dynamics rather than like get through the proper story, which is quite nice to see actually, because this is something that yeah you're gonna need some time for. It was
Absolutely.
extremely frantic.
I was happy to see all the trolls in motion. Definitely. That was really
Yeah,
cool.
that was cool.
The buzzing of the chainsaw.
um, yeah, the title drop, Dave's commentary. I do like how they were physically interacting with like each other through the phone, and like whenever Dave would take up half the screen, John was actually trying to push against it to get through the door. That was very
It
cute. That was a nice addition.
the way it was animated was so cool.
Yes, excellent, very excellent. Like the animation was honestly quite top notch. I very much enjoyed that.
And like I liked Dave's fourth wall breaking.
Mhm.
It kind of plays into his cockier attitude and how he tries to act like he knows more than everyone else even when he doesn't.
Absolutely. Um,
Oh, give it up for John Dave shippers, by the way.
oh yes, I suppose we did get some of that. That was funny. What was, because the guy at the, I'm not gonna say his name, but the guy at the very end screamed about only getting one line, but I'm not even sure what the line he got was.
He screamed. He screamed once right before the end.
Ah, perfect. Okay, great. Okay, so that's why he was credited as having a voice actor, is just kind of preemptive stuff. Yeah, because yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the final shots, like everything with Jade, with the area, that was very nice. That was the classic Homestuck foreshadowing. I'm glad they're kind of keeping the bit of messiness that was early Jade and seeing the future, because that does go away after a bit and gets transferred to another character. Ooh, but I'm glad to see that's still
Ooh.
in there a bit.
Yeah, I'm happy that they're not like totally rewriting it from a retrospective. And apparently he didn't just scream, apparently he said fuck.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
That sounds exactly like him.
Yeah. So,
I, that was just such a solid pilot. Like, I don't even, I'm trying to think of more to say, but like, just as soon as I saw the mayor, I was like, okay, maybe
mhm.
this can be good after all.
Yes, and I guess we're transferring the text commands from the like generic audience and the reader to being from the mayor rather. And the mayor is the one interacting with John through the interface, which is a pretty good way to adapt that, considering he already existed in that format.
Yeah, and like that worked really well, and
Hmm.
especially since so many of the commands early on come from the mayor anyway.
Yeah, and because obviously you can't have that nature of like the gameplay style in an animated medium,
Yeah,
or at least not
I
without a
just
translation layer like that.
I hope this gets picked up just so we have the Dave and Bro fight in the style of the John and Dad fight.
Yeah, the John and Dad fight was very, very fun. Jesus.
Uh, that was so good.
Hmm. There was a lot. That was very fun. I what a task to get for your first like your first thing in your new animation division, but damn if Spindle Root didn't pull it off well.
They absolutely did. I'm really impressed with Spindleroo's work with this, and the
Yeah.
writing's really good. The animation's fucking amazing.
Animation's top
Like,
notch. Yeah, like I only have like the one real criticism, and that is again just the swearing feels a little bit extra. and just a little bit forced, but nothing too crazy.
A bit of the modern slang caught me off guard
Oh,
a bit.
right, yes, that also.
The
Um, because
That's
like,
not make or break.
yeah, because like they do still have flip phones, so it's implied to be a bit further back, but maybe
Well,
not
the
quite the
narrator did
2009.
still say 2009.
Okay, he did still say 2009. That makes sense.
But oh, what does it remind me of? It reminds me of oh,
My medieval
it
RPG.
no, when they made the anime for The World Ends With You, they actually moved it forward in the timeline.
Uh,
And then the sequel only takes place a few years after the original, but has the technology of 10 years later. And they kind of used the anime to smooth that out.
hmm,
Um, because they wanted to have a more modern game, but it took a decade for the sequel to come out.
that makes
um,
sense. I guess the Mind Slang does also make a bit of sense because it is what like the current time as it's being produced real world would line up with. Like it's a bit odd, but it's not the most unusual thing, I suppose.
and like the original comic was also like, yeah, it's 2009, it's contemporary with the time period, and now it's 2025, but still contemporary with the new time period.
Mhm.
And as someone who's like, I really like contemporary media, like media that aligns with the time it was created. So I think I'm willing to accept certain changes with the slang,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
especially since Dave Strider would come across the word aura and not stop using it.
Yeah, Dave would claim to be like ultimate or whatever.
No, 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 John. I'm not an aura farmer. I just have aura. I don't even need to try.
I am Aura. Yo, John, I am Aura. Aura simply emanates from me. I am the source of all aura in the world. It's like a fucking aura geyser out here. Aura spawns from me and flows down to everyone else. Everyone else is simply picking up my scraps of aura. Fuck, I should have named one of my sunglasses for that one.
Oh, speaking of sunglasses.
um,
Um, if they make it to the decapitated head making out scene, that would be awesome in this format.
bro, you're just gonna say all that?
It doesn't click without the context.
You're right, but yeah, it doesn't. That would be amazing, cause yeah, the way he does all that. Speaking of the sunglasses even more, I would love to see them pull that in as the reason for like the new medium and some of the updates, as we've discussed
Ooh.
previously. I don't know how much detail I should go into on that, because that is like, well, I guess it's it's post-canonical slash dubiously canonical spoilers. But basically,
Well,
someone kind of gets a hold of the abilities of the narrator and the comic and like just the narrative stream itself later like in post canonical stuff.
which I don't care for because they made my favorite character genocidal dictator.
Yeah, the epilogues and dubious canon from aren't the best. I like the ideas they're going with, like that character getting a hold of narrative and being able to rewrite parts of it and adjust things on the fly. So it would be very interesting if that's their usage, is basically that character's like, all right, it's been too long. This is no longer like no one has time to go through a goddamn webcomic anymore. We gotta update this shit. What's the hot new thing? Indie animation. We're indie animating it, and that's like the reason why and some of the changes. That'd be interesting to see, but they might go with that, they might not go with that. I don't know.
I'd be willing to see something like that, but I'm also incredibly biased to that kind of new narrative storytelling ever since I watched Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
I'm biased towards because it's narrative shenanigans, and that's what I do.
That's you.
That's my
That's who you
business.
are.
I'm in the business of narrative shenanigans, and business is booming.
Oh, what's more stuff from the pilot? Uh,
I mean, I'm just
uh.
gonna pull it up on a second tab,
Yeah, I
and
guess I can do that.
keep it. Maybe I might just keep it muted. I look up Homestuck pilot. The second video's Homestuck's pilot is bad. Right? It was pretty good, man. I guess maybe it only makes sense if you have Why does no one care about the Homestuck pilot, guys? What?
I feel like it's going to run into an issue of like, you can only enjoy it if if you've seen Homestuck, I feel.
Yeah.
Well, if you've read Homestuck. And not to compare it to one of my favorite JRPG series, but it could end up with hitting like the effect for like the Trails series by Nihon Falcom, which is a 13 game long series that if you see something cool in the 13th game, you have to play all the other ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the fandom will go, "Oh, it's such a worthwhile commitment. It's so great and awesome to commit yourself to a literal year of playing nothing but these games. It's awesome. It's cool. Don't you want to see it?" And that turns a lot of people off. And I feel like since I enjoyed the pilot as someone who's read all of Homestuck, I can't exactly go to people and say, read this really long, really weird, really batshit kind of like has its
Very
high highs and its low lows webcomic, and
and
then
it's
you can
very
enjoy the
dated.
show.
Yeah, that
Hmm?
and the comic is quite dated and just in some ways does not stand up to modern palettes too well.
Yeah, there's a lot of well, I mean, you guys know the trigger list I read on most of our streams.
Mhm.
But like even like they didn't take the time in the pilot, and maybe this is because it's a pilot and not an episode 1 per se, to explain why John's dad makes him all these cakes, and that's a thing John's dad does. It didn't take time to explain all the Harlequins or even like include Rose's comment about when John compares their parents to each other. Rose's your dad's your dad's a good dad, John.
Yeah,
As comment.
Roses was just touche instead of something like that, which didn't catch me off guard. And like I did like I did like seeing that video as I looked this up of his Homestuck's pilot just a glorified techno. It's like, yes, man, that's what a pilot's supposed to be. That is what a pilot's
Yeah.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be the pitch of an idea. It's supposed to be how's this thing gonna look? How's it gonna be? Like it's used to get some of the rough edges out and refine things. And like as was mentioned, this is literally designed to get either picked up or like continued on, like on YouTube.
I'm just going to silently watch those final fucking frames. Why am I talking like I'm John Egbert now? Oh, man.
Apparently, it's been confirmed by one of the writers, the other one being Andrew Hussey, which is surprising because I thought he hated Homestuck and kind of washed his hands of it and literally made a game basically going, wow, the fandom sucks. So it's interesting to see that he's back for this, I guess. But apparently, if the show gets greenlit, they will remake the pilot into a proper first episode. So yeah, I guess this absolutely is just like it is the proper pilot. It's the pitch. People gotta, yeah,
Yeah, I'm just going through frame by frame of like the section that showed all the trolls.
fair, yes.
Oh, in Casino Genesis room, you can see the copyright-free Troll Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I also saw that in Dave's room there was copyright-free Stoop Doggy. Let me see
Yeah.
copyright-free Fresh Prince. Yeah, that final shot of like Jade and everything was insane. Let's see, up to the skies
I
free. This
totally
yes,
forgot like one of Jade's entire forms, which I think she gets the most distinct forms of
I
anyone
I
in
think
the
so.
comic.
Yeah.
Because like I forgot about like the one before, like the one that's not like when she's standing above the volcano and well the former volcano with the frog statue. I forgot she got that one.
Hmm.
And then but I obviously remembered her dream self. I don't know if we can say that yet.
Wait, where's the legally distinct Fresh Prince? I did not see that.
And it's around like 10:55. Oh god.
10:55. Okay.
10:53 in Coquettes. I'm Cousin of Genesis' room.
Okay, so another shot of his room, not the first shot. Yes, okay. Yeah, the first shot just kind of blank walls. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good parody of that. Some other stuff. I think they did pretty well with this.
I'm really excited. Like
Yeah, damn.
I it's at 1.6 million views right now. Oh, the Doom plushes.
Okay, yeah, he does just yell fuck. And I did unmute that. I'm not buying a Homestuck plush.
No, I feel like if I bought any of this merch, it would be the PJ pants.
In PJ
Cause
pants?
yeah, I stream wearing PJ pants.
Yeah, I'm in PJ pants right now. Oh, they have a nice hoodie.
Yeah.
But also,
So
I don't want to go rep Homestuck merch again. I did that once. I got everything I could have wanted out of repping Homestuck merch once. I don't think I need to do it again.
what do you mean?
I got everything I needed out of it the first time.
Can you believe all of this only exists because of a John Egbert t-shirt? Ooh, you can get the keychains that were on Dave's phone and John's phone.
Ooh, nice.
Also, the merch of all the beta kids refers to them as the beta kids.
Oh, interesting. That is very nice. I'm glad that's the name we're going with. Toby Cheech Box.
And you can get the t-shirts in black and white. That is if I got anything it would be the PJ pants, just so I can stream Homestuck in my Homestuck PJ pants and so no one knows I ever owned this.
That would be pretty funny. Yes.
I
That was
had a Homestuck shirt as well, but it had like every single character on it, and it doesn't fit me anymore.
I don't know what happened to mine. That was quite fun though. I do
Hmm.
hope that gets picked up, and yeah, I hope they are able to remake that pilot into a proper first episode, but yeah, honestly, I am extremely glad to see that the pilot was not actually attempting to be a proper first episode as many pilots do. Um, I guess for a lot of indie animation, you basically don't want to have to recreate stuff, so it makes sense. But in this case, when they're trying to get like maybe picked up by a studio and funded by that or continue on its own, it does make a lot of sense to have the more classical pilot style of like this is what it's kind of going to be like. This is our general pitch.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of hope the pacing stays the same. I know the pacing was probably a bit faster and it may have been overstimulating for some people to watch that. But I kind of hope it stays like that because no, I don't need to see John reading Colonel Sasuke in animated form.
Yes. And like even still with that frantic nightmare pacing, that was still only like maybe a third of Act 1, if even. Like we still have a lot to get through.
Hmm.
I'm still surprised that they stuck so hard to only being in like Act 1.
And like the final shots get showing like a few key moments, like that could like concepts for key moments.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one thing I really like that I just noticed is you can see, oh, on the one with the computer, not when it's not the mayor on the computer at 10:45.
Yes, I did see who that was on there.
Yeah, I like how it goes from the traditional panel on the screen to the redone.
Yes. I'm surprised they showed the ring. Yeah, right there at 10 at about 10:47. Yeah, they showed the ring and everything, and that's a bit surprising to me.
Yeah, I get it was a key moment. Ooh, on the prospect shot, you can actually see someone standing on the yellow planet thing that I did not just call by its actual name.
It's fine. The mayor scribbling on the walls.
The timer.
Who can you see standing on it? Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
It's one of the prospect kids.
Yeah. Oh, one or two of them.
I need to stop saying. I think I've said prospect and Dace more than I've said any other like lore term spoiler.
It's fine. They're just turns for right now. It doesn't really matter too much.
Mm-hmm. And maybe that's just parts that stood out to me. Oh god, I'm excited. Between this and Knights of Guinevere, like I'm happy with indie animation.
Yes, yeah, no, we're doing quite well. This was quite something.
And I'm worried it's going to launch me back right into my Homestuck phase. But as long
What,
as I'm
reading the
more
comic
normal,
has it?
I am considering the pants. I'm considering the pants so hard, dude.
Well, how much do they cost?
Um, the more they would be my most expensive pair of pajama pants.
Fair. Let's see. Oh, that is a bit on the expensive side. The LED light's
It
kind of cool.
the PJ pants. Oh, the LED light is very cool. The PJ pants cost the same as the plushes, which is kind of funny.
I love that the pledge are still mock-up designs, which makes sense.
If I
Why are the
this item is
plushes?
it starts shipping in December, so we have time.
I love that the plushes are John, Jade, and Dad. Not the character. I'm really surprised they aren't putting Rose and Rose and Dave out as plushes.
I wonder if they're waiting for this dry loan so they could do something goofy with Dave's glasses.
Mayhaps that would be fun. Oh,
Ooh,
Carcat is named on the website. Oh, there's dedicated more merch. Okay, but it's mostly
what?
the Hell of a Boss stuff. Like you scroll down, there's like character collections, but yeah, it's a lot of it for the Carcat is just the like Hell of a Boss crossover. So I had to bring up Hell of a Boss.
It's okay. I knew it was there. Um, the desk mat is kind of goofy to me because it's a left-handed desk mat.
What do you mean?
The way it's positioned is that this base is on the left.
Oh, you're right.
So if you do what I do, where you have like, because I have my desk mat, and then I have a second mouse pad, for the wrist holder. The second mouse pad would cover Carcat, which honestly might be a good thing.
Yeah, that might be good.
I
Yes, that was
like fucking with Carcat.
that was quite exciting, and honestly, an adaptation would be good because it means we don't have to be. Yeah, Homestuck was fun, but there's a lot of stuff about that.
Yeah, and the original's not going away either.
Yeah, the original's not going away, but the original, well, there's some stuff in there, man, as we keep running into.
Yeah, but I'm excited to keep reading the original with you, and I'm excited if this gets picked up while we're still doing our read along, we could even maybe start and end streams with episode retrospectives, kind of like this.
Yes, that would be fun.
Sorry, I started eating your fugi.
All good. Yes, you're right. Beside me, overlapping me a bit for your Fugi.
You're just in my corner. I like if I shift over to you, you're like right in between my boobs.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, you're taking up over. You're obliterating my left arm.
Nam 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 nam.
Yum, yum, yum. Um, yeah, this was. Honestly, I was expecting to come out of this with a pretty negative outlook, but no, this was excellent. That was really well done. Animation top notch. I mean, yeah, the pacing was incomprehensible nightmare, but I mean, so is Homestuck itself.
So is Homestuck itself. Spoken very well. Well, I think I will let you go.
Yes, I think that's all we need to really be discussing for today.
Um, back to normal Tuesdays next week, hopefully, when we are no longer sick.
Yes, because we were a bit sick for this one, which is why it's just the pilot reaction and not a full stream, and I can kind of feel it coming going out of me.
Well, get us some good rest for.
I will, you too. Hey, I'll
Bye
be seeing you.
bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll be seeing.
Ugh, so that was a lot of fun. Thank you anyone who tuned in. Don't worry about the fact that this is like a second instance. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened. Nothing that we're gonna have to investigate. Don't worry about it. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.